When I was yours, you told me not to leave it all behind. I guess that's what I've done. And now I don't feel the way that I should feel inside. It's time to let it go. We started out strong into the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong into the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. You gave me something. Although it hurts, I know the reason I feel down. It's time to let it go. 'Cause we don't work, and I'm tired of trying to turn it all around. I'm rising from it all. We started out strong until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one.
Hello everybody. Welcome back to Falador on this fine Monday. We are currently not bonking the guards, but that is because I wanted to check the health of this tree with you guys real fast. It did not die, so we'll just real fast get the pet and be gone. No? Wouldn't that just be great? Any farm experience is better than none. Hey Brennan, welcome, welcome. Hey Daniel, Marin, Stevie, James Benson. Alright, let's plop a new one in here. Say goodbye to these, and back to the usual. Oh, hey Nicholas. I think I saw you. Was I chopping this tree? Possibly. Hey Dario. Yeah, I'm not juggling that clue over there, I just got it from a casket before the stream started, so so yeah, not that one. But yeah, not juggling. Well, kind of juggling. I was as of Wednesday, I had 3 steps, and then unfortunately I lost them. So we're back to 0, but that won't stop us. We really have to do guards anyway for all of the iron ore, which we're making good headway on. We passed 500, so. Oh, he's gonna play with me. But since last time, we've made some good gains on our range. 68 and over a half, so not bad. We've used maybe 5,000 bronze arrows total. Not too bad. So I feel like we have enough to get at least 80, including my other tier arrows. Oh, la. Yes. Yes, I ran into you. I was going to respond to you faster, but I was on mobile, so I'm sorry. There's usually like a 50% chance that I'll be able to respond to people, and I feel bad about it, but... You go there. I always like to have my items set up in a certain way. Got Beaver today on your group. Ironman level 56 woodcutting. Sorry. You don't have to be sorry. We can all just be happy for each other around here. But congratulations, that is awesome. Yeah, I didn't finish the clues, unfortunately. That would have been the better end of those steps. It was... Unfortunately, I thought I had refreshed their despawn timer recently, but since I was on mobile, I couldn't see the time. And apparently I hadn't. And they're gone. But that's okay. Gives me an excuse to train range now, because I don't have to juggle anymore, and picking up all the arrows and juggling was quite difficult. Have you decided on sending it at 3 or 4? Right now, I think, Nicholas, yeah, I think Nicholas came by and said I should do 3, which I might, but right now it's between 3 and 4. I don't think going for 5 seems very reasonable, at least not with my track record here. But, yeah, right now I'm pretty darn dry on my next step. I've gotten like 165 steps without a doable step, which is over double the drop rate. Seems to be that way recently. But I mean, we've had luck in other places. Like I had like 20 minutes of wood cutting today, and I got 8 nests, and 3 of them had usable seeds, which was awesome. So I do like that I don't have more than 1 medium step anymore, so I don't have to constantly be logging out. So I can actually woodcut, which is nice. Oh, I also got 60 farming, I think, since last time, and 96 woodcutting. I guess those are pretty big too. Hey, Derry. Absolute legend of a man. Keep on going, Smiley. I'll give you a smiley right back. Smiley. Oh, that's weird. Why did it turn mine into a smiley emoji on mine, but yours wasn't? Yeah, it's getting pretty high. I reckon hopefully this next episode will be a medium clue, or medium casket, hopefully, and then the next one will hopefully be 99 wood cutting and a beaver. That's my goal. Hey DK, welcome. We are back on the grind. Yeah, mobile has kind of been the issue, not like the core issue, but like it has been a present issue in all of the clue fumbles. So either I need to change like my practices, or I need to lower my my floor for attempting a casket. World, we ended up on 324, and you can always come in my chat, which I don't. I just sit in there, but if you talk to me, I'll talk to you. But yeah, I'm mostly just sitting there. And I was mentioning that because you could find my world there. Let's see. I usually like to bow, and we'll do a spin. 360 no scope. That's what that was. Remember how you could add scopes to bows in RS3? I think you got them from, what was it, Dungeoneering? Okay, it's far too early to be this squiggly music. 360 spin scope. Easy peasy, easy clap. I do have a question for you guys, because I'm sure you guys have a balanced take. So last night I was using my other account to lure a gourmet impling. I lured a young impling, and there was a guy killing him here, a hardcore killing guards over there. I lured it through, caught it on this account, and then after that a gourmet spawned and I started luring that one, and then the guy took my gourmet impling, and I was like, why would you do that? You don't need a gourmet impling. You are here to kill guards. And so it probably wasn't the high road thing to do, but I kind of just started hitting his guards because I was upset. And I feel bad about it now, but at the time it seemed justified. Because he took my gourmet impling. He was not very happy with me. Look at that. That's it. Is that the best one? I know that I've never done anything past Darkness of Hollow Vale. But that looks better than what I've ever had. Dario. I have a command. It's a terrible weapon and you hate it. It looks pretty cool though, I'll give it that. The longbow shield bow sight was from Dungeoneering. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of, yeah. Justified to you? Alright, as long as one person is on my side, I won't feel too bad. The worst part is when it's like a really high tier impling that I really, really need. Like Essence implings. It hurts, it crushes me. But it's more understandable too because, you know, Essence can actually give medium clues and stuff, and yeah. Maybe I should hop on my other account and lure tonight. I've been pretty lazy about that. How do I lure? There is a skill called Dark Lure on the Arceus spellbook that will bring things toward you, or if they can aggress you, they start attacking you. It's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like Entangle. You can entangle implings to keep them in the same spot. But with Dark Lure, you can cast it on implings and they will follow you. Well, mostly follow you. It does not do a good job of pathing them around guards, unfortunately. Ooh, Mithril Bar. It's 1 out of 100. Earth Impling on 27? Okay, let me grab that. Yeah, there aren't really any more range upgrades. The closest I will be able to get a magic short bow after farming, yeah. And a magic shield. But I think that's pretty much it. If I did end up catching Eclectics, which I do not plan to do, then I would get some other equipment upgrades like blue D'hide chaps and red spiky vambraces. Yo yo yo! Welcome, that goth guy. 1 myth bar, smith a mithril dagger, and get 5,840 experience from it. That would be great. I'm fairly glad that I don't have a anvil in this chunk. So I just have to get 49, not like 67 for my mithril. But the Orish, yeah. It's pretty risky going for Eclectics. What are the main imps? I'm mostly looking for Essence and Earth, but like those are the ones that I would hop for. But I'll still like lure the other ones because the other ones are good for clues, which will give me some like staff upgrades, which are the main things I'm interested in there, or a black axe as well. But the Earth and Essence I'll definitely hop for because I need all the runes I can get for my magic, and I need all of the gold ore and super compost I can get, and coal I suppose, from Earths. Earth on 32. Oops, it's gone. Oh no. That's okay. Thanks for helping though. It's always appreciated. Oh, I've done that. I accidentally clicked it. I've done that so many times. I think I've clicked on Dark Lure and then I click on him and I'm like, well, I'm pathing pretty close to him for some reason. Oh, I'm gone. Is that easy clue a completable step? It is, but there's yeah, and I just keep it on me when in case there's an impling that drops an easy clue, I can just drop it and hope for another step that I can do. And whenever I get 2 steps, there's a 33% chance of getting a clue or getting a casket, so I'll just send it then. If you do that enough times, eventually you get a casket, so. And it's not worth my time like logging out and stuff to try to get more than 2 steps. I did see that, Stevie. I'm excited for it. Keep that medium thing on you. Mm-hmm. I wonder if Limpert's mostly concerned about the hunter level he has to get through there, or the like associated levels that he has to get because of the items from Puro Puro. Because 89 is pretty high off of implings. Just implings. Am I Dutch? I am not Dutch. I am of the American variety of human. The Midwestern American. Earth on 39. Let me send in the big boy. Oh, it's over here. Perfect. Fire talisman. The good thing about... Oh, it's okay. I got it. He was in the... He was by the bank. Hey Brian, welcome, welcome. We are still doing what we're doing, which is killing the guards, hoping to get medium steps. Lots of iron ore, and tonight we're also doing some impling luring along the side. Because I'm feeling motivated to do that. Curious to see all the stuff he gets. Oh, I'm sure he'll have a nuts looking bank after getting 89. It's a good thing he unlocked that before any of that rune crafting stuff though, because then he can get your essence from essence implings, and he can get this guy, which would be great for him. Range level, we are currently 68 and a bit, and Christopher also wanted the stats, so got you both. 89's pretty high off anything. Yeah, that's true. A lot of experience to get there. Also, for what it's worth, I think I have a command called stats. Eclectic. So I'm not going for eclectics. I can't catch them yet. I'm actually 3 levels away. And I don't want to risk catching them, because then I could get adamant ore, which will definitely either be backlogged or just pretty much lock me here forever, because 50 is already going to take me a very, very, very long time. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, thank you. Sometimes there are people that show up, two different accounts. They look at like exactly the same level. One is usually a female, one is a male character, and one of them follows the other character, and they like just, I don't know, go on a farm run. It happens on like all different sorts of worlds with all different usernames. It makes me wonder if it's like a bot thing, or there's just a lot of cute couples that are like goals, you know? But it happens a lot, and looks kind of like this. Anyway. Ice climbers? Ice climbers. I don't know what that is. what those are? They have different amulets on. She doesn't have one. Huh. I don't know. Also, sometimes people come here to suicide, which I find an interesting option. Defense potion. We're just getting loads of 1 out of 100s, aren't we? Interesting luck tonight. But Young Implings should be pretty good for beginners. It's 1 out of 25, I think. Seems like this level 37 wants this world. I have no allegiance to the world, so I will hop. What is the world to me? With all its vaunted pleasure. Gourmet. Tuna. Interestingly, I think the wiki says that tuna, there's like a 1 out of 5 chance at tuna. Young on 57. Alrighty. It flew off. Which way did it go? I'm looking on my scouter boy. Sometimes they fly off over the like lake area. Yeah, I'll go over there just to see. Oh, I see him. He's back. I just have to get over there on this guy. Snare runes. That is one downside to being on the Arceus spellbook, is they no access to the snares. But the real problem is just getting them in. Once they're in, it's not too bad. See this guy's cannon though. Just go here. Hey Ed! Quick update on the leaf-bladed sword gun. Oh yeah, you're the 807 feller. No sword. 1300 KD so far. Oh jeez. Still can't do guard grind? They can't grind guards too yet. Oh jeez. That's quite unfortunate. Is that a 1 out of 512? 256? I have to look it up. Where's the clues? I got bad news, sir. We lost them. I was trying to do a bit too much and lost track of their despawn timer on mobile. So we are back at 0. Which just sets us back a bit. But I mean, we're really here for iron anyway, so still have all the iron from before, so I just want to say that I got a medium casket. Never getting an update vid. I mean, eventually. But it'll be a while now, unfortunately. Which is why I do these streams. They're kind of update vids. For the people that, really care, or can make it, I suppose. I do understand this time isn't great for a bunch of people, but it's all I got. Hey agent, who's your daddy and what does he do? Well, I don't know if that's a serious question or not, but my dad does not do RuneScape, I'll tell you that. But he did pay for my membership as a kid. Last night, all 3 of my brain cells decided to work in conjunction together, and I figured out that one of the reasons that I've had such bad back pain recently, there's a lot of reasons. Part of it is having kids that you have to carry around, it hurts your back. But also, I have a long desk job where I sit crouched over a computer, and here I also sit crouched over a computer, and I realized that my screens have a horrible viewing angle. So if I want to read something, at the bottom of the screen, I have to crouch down to the bottom of the screen to be right in front of it, directly vertical with it, Or horizontal? Yeah, directly horizontal with it. And so I decided I'm gonna get some stands for my monitors so they go up, and then I don't have to crouch down. So I'm excited about that. I want to see how it works. Also, the coworker that is leaving at work has a standing desk, like one of the very desks that can go up and down. And so I'm excited. I'm gonna steal that from him when he leaves on Friday. So, do I like to build computers? I like building computers, not the buying, though. If I had just a free pick of the litter of parts, didn't have to pay for it. If someone paid me to build their computer, I would love that. But, I've built a couple different systems. I used to go all AMD, and then this last time I'm like, I'll just try an Intel one this time, see how it goes. Because my friend needed an upgrade anyway, so I gave him my old AMD system. So I went with Intel, and I've always done Radeon graphics. I like them. IPS monitor gang, VESA mount monitor gang. See, unfortunately, my monitors, they none of them. I have 3 monitors, and none of them have like screw holes for mounts at all. So I pretty much have to do like a stacking kind of thing, which is interesting. Maybe my screens are too old for mounts. I don't know. I feel like mounts have always been a thing though. No, I got, it was back in the day in high school when I had like hardly any job and any money I had was sacred, so I spent it on the cheapest monitors I could that were 1080p. So I have these 21.5 inch 1080p monitors that are like Acer, like the bottom of the barrel stuff. But they do what they do. They display output from the graphics card, so it works. Earth on 429. I will head that way. Oh, I don't have 1250 total actually. I can't head there. I gotta sell an organ to buy some of those components. Yeah, graphics cards are worth more than Bitcoin for a while there. Not really, but you know what I mean. Yes, thank you, Brennan. Curtis, I have Rocky, and I don't think the beaver will be a huge issue. But I don't have him yet, either. It had an Earth Tiara. I think Earth Tiara is my best Fashionscape helmet, like head slot so far. Oh, I need to tell Broski I'm streaming, because he asked me about it. I'll just tell him. It's Monday. Boom. GPUs are actually affordable now? Did they go down a lot? Oh, I caught him. What did I get? Jangerberry. Yesterday I went over to Broski on my other account and dropped him a dragon axe. I don't think he could pick it up though. I'd be curious how the price of GPU, like how closely it reflects the like value of Bitcoin. Like, as the price of Bitcoin increases, do the prices of GPUs increase as well? Because they're usually the parts that are done with the bit mining. They do the most of it. You can get it under MSRP? Really? Sued. Trademark. Very closely, the Bitcoin crash happened, then cards fell in price almost overnight. That's interesting. Huh. Makes sense. You'd kind of expect to see it, but I wasn't sure how closely they'd be related though, because like GPUs are used for loads of things. That means like people would need to have been like in the Bitcoin mining, and then they see it dropping, and then they decide, I'm gonna get out of the mining. But if more people get out of the mining, that raises the value of Bitcoin. Anyway. Gold, baby. Yeah. Be able to afford a new GPU after inflation, the cost of living goes down. Milk's like $10 out there. Holy smokes. That's a lot. Milk is not that expensive here. I couldn't tell you how much it is. I think it's like $2 or $3 for a gallon. Something like that. But it's probably a lot easier to get milk in the Midwest where there are cows as opposed to Hawaii where there are coconuts. You can milk a coconut though, so. Sorry, I'm kind of behind him. Hey, Kelvin. Oh, that's why they're so affordable? I see. I thought it was also related to like the supply chain stuff. There's some supply chain issues. Essence on 482. Alright, I'm coming. You got coconut milk. Yeah. You know a guy from school who's really into crypto before it came mainstream. I can't really talk tonight. He said he's stockpiling now, since he can actually get them, and he's been waiting for it to go up again to make money. That makes sense. That would be a good time to buy for sure. I've never dabbled in stocks or crypto or anything. I'm just a boring old get a paycheck from work kind of guy. Is it over here? Although I feel like people would be more, like, having seen how high it has gone before, a lot of, like, people will have more faith that it can't, you know, because they can see what it can be. So I don't think it's dead, but then again, I don't know anything, so I'm just a talking Falador guy. Isn't crypto just a precursor to a centralized world currency? Maybe. I saw, I don't really know much about anything, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I saw that Mark Cuban had, I don't know who he is, but his name sounds familiar. He had said something about a huge SEC violation looming for Bitcoin companies like crypto.com and stuff, because the government's going to want part of that money. Anyway. Standing desk? See, I had a standing desk at my last job, and I ended up using it maybe like 10 times. I only would use it when I'm like, you know, my back actually really hurts. I'll stand up. Not like a preventative thing. Even though, like, it's supposed to be good for you. Probably is. That's why China cracked down on it, started undermining the currency. Yeah. The thing that's interesting about it is how it has, like, real currency equivalents, you know? Like, you can cash out crypto for US dollars. So that kind of makes it US's business in a way, you know? But it's not ran by the government, so, and they like controlling everything, so not a fan of that. Welcome, broski. You've been summoned. Hopefully with crypto getting mainstream and traditional media talking about it means that it's probably not going to be super inflated again and not exploited and manipulated like it will be. Perhaps. I mean, right now it's definitely somewhat exploited and manipulated. If not, like, you know, I know there's a whole bunch of different cryptocurrencies, and I feel like if it's not like Bitcoin, it's probably a scam. Just just what it sounds like. Although my friend did buy a lot of Doggy. I like to call it Doggy, but I've been told it's Doge. He bought a lot of Dogecoin, and so he made a lot of money off of that. He said that he didn't want to have that much money though, so he like paid for his insurance like for 10 years and invested it and stuff. But I would never ever put $1,000. He said he put $1,000 on a meme currency. That sounds so dangerous. You use yours to stretch and like you when your back aches? Yeah, yeah. Oh, we're filling up with impling loot tonight. $392. I'm not on that world. The IRS, but on a global scale. Yeah, I need a global IRS. That sounds horrifying. I don't particularly want China to have to crack down on my taxes. I don't even know how a global IRS would work. All that stuff's way above my head. I just kill guards. Oh, no. There we go. Crypto has had 2 super inflated runs since it became mainstream, at least. Was this the highest one? The one before its recent fall? I hope you hope that your boredom brings me wealth beyond my wildest imagination. Thank you. You heard that 90+% of Bitcoin was owned by a handful of people and businesses, so like we made no progress. True, it was all Elon Musk, honestly. He's just playing with us all. Here's the thing, if you pay taxes on income/gains from crypto, yeah, you can write your losses off in your taxes. Really? I feel like there's a whole bunch of like tax loopholes for crypto stuff. I always just take the default. What's that thing called? The normal. I can't remember what it's called. TurboTax just tells me what to do when I press the buttons. You watched something that explained why it won't be decentralized like they want it to be? Kinda what Stephen was saying. It's a good idea in practice, but it's not practical anymore. Yeah, maybe. I mean, for a while in... what class was that? One of my college classes, we went through like the the like tried to get a good understanding of blockchain and how it's decentralized in a sense where like multiple parties have to verify the authenticity of each other. It's like a trust no one system. Whereas in our US dollar system, it's a trust the government. Which, that's never gone wrong for anybody. But, yeah. But I still don't really understand how it works, despite having learned about it in a college course. A computer science one, but yeah. I think it's $3,000 a year for federal taxes, but not a total loss. Oh, okay. Knowing that people want to capitalize on the excitement and hype of it now. Yeah. It's a total loss and no longer decentralized like we want. Yeah, like, it depends what you mean by decentralized. I think that word means different things to different people. Because it's decentralized in the sense that the currency is not, like, the government can't tell you it's useless. Like, the demand of cryptocurrency or whatever would determine its wealth, as opposed to the U.S. government, kind of, you know. But you're talking about decentralized as in who has it, which I think it faces the same problem as normal money in that case. So it doesn't really fix any problems with like monopolies or stuff like that. Standard deduction. I think, yeah, deduction, that's the word. I was like, I'm not sure if deduction is the right word, because I thought that's what I did at, like, for my job. I thought you took deductions off your paycheck. But yeah, it's deductions, you're right. Hey, Odell, welcome. The fact that it follows the trend of the stock market so closely is a sign that it's not decentralized and being manipulated by traditional means. If it were truly separate, it wouldn't be connected. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of used the same way. Like, people buy crypto not to have crypto. People buy it because they think that crypto's going to go up. It's used just like stocks. What is my favorite movie? That is a good question. I've previously answered this by saying Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which is one of my favorites. If you count all of the Lord of the Rings as one movie, I would also count that one. I also like Airplane. What are other ones that are great? I don't watch a whole lot of stuff anymore, honestly. I mostly just watch live streams like a degenerate. And I'm kind of a little bit jaded on just the whole media and film and, you know, just content being created by large entities. I'm like, I don't really need to be digesting that. I don't think I'm gaining much. And I get entertainment from streams, so. But I do love some darn, what are the rings? What crypto do I have at the moment? I have no crypto because I'm not smart enough or daring enough. And, you know, I don't really want, like, the livelihood of my wife and children to be determined on what happens to our money today, you know? I'll just ride out a recession nice and gracefully, you know? Although I will say, every statement I've gotten from my 401k makes me very angry. It's like, you gave us $3,000 this quarter. We've managed to lose $6,000. Remember, put as max out your employer match. It's like, great, fantastic. Are you going to pick up carbon? I feel like I should know what carbon is. But, well, I know what carbon is, you know, it's the element, but don't think that's what you're talking about. So probably not. Hey Robbie, welcome, welcome. Nightbot answered your questions like a champ. I guess those aren't questions, they're exclamations. Oh, also, another thing that we can do, now that we're not actively juggling and worrying about despawn timers, is in here you can actually play all of the games room games. So if anyone wants to challenge me and prove that I have fewer brain cells than my chat, which I think we can all agree by now that that's probably true. Feel free. I'm in, what world am I? 492 if anyone wants to come put me in my place. Carbon language C++ replacement. Anything that is a C++ replacement is okay in my book. Carbon. Let's take a look. Carbon programming language. Got a nice picture of a rock. Experimental general purpose programming language created at Google. Oh. I don't really like. Yeah, I don't know about Google creating it. That makes me skeptical. Can I compile? Like, is there a way to, like, you know, like, usually you can make your own, like, you know, I can't use the words. I learned this stuff in school and then I forget, but, come on. But, like, I wouldn't want to run a whole lot of Google code on my computer, considering their business is selling information. So if there's a way, free and open source. Oh, well, okay, never mind. If it's open source, that's not as scary. I probably won't pick this up. It first appeared like last week. Huh. First time I've heard of it. Partially inferred typing. I've usually never liked inferred typing. Like where you just type like var and like it'll figure it out. Anyway. Where's my chat? The more you know? Yeah, I'm sure that Wikipedia page is gonna get much larger. Oh, it says here. The language intends to fix several perceived shortcomings of C++, but otherwise provide a similar feature set. Let's see. The main goals of the language are readability and bidirectional interoperability. That's a big word. Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 things. So there will not be a language barrier like Rust had. Similar to the ISO process used by C++, changes to the language will be decided by community consensus. Huh. But then, does that mean that, like, the whole world community will do code review on it? Interesting. Ooh. Hey, Frying Fowl, why YouTube and not Twitch? Well, that's usually like a constant debate for a lot of people. For me, my audience is already on YouTube, and I feel like I don't know if the future of streaming is YouTube, but I feel like it is eventually not going to be Twitch. Especially with how they run everything, and you know, they're like, for the DMCA stuff, there's a lot of loopholes going on over there that will eventually get shored up, and then there will be no reason other than like communities already exist over there, you know, and people like the Pogus Champus and stuff, you know. So that's just my opinion, but I do realize it's convenient for people on Twitch, because that's usually a good streaming place, and yeah. But streaming on YouTube is not usually for discoverability like it is on Twitch. It's usually just for your already existing audience, because they don't really push live streams, you know. You've been reading where companies are already making job posts where they're requiring 10 years experience with Carbon. It is like that, isn't it? Wonder why they called it Carbon. That just makes it a little bit harder to Google. A little bit too squiggly. Tell you what, let's listen to the latest releases of Monstercat. See if anything good has come from Monstercat. Does this have a date on it? Okay, I don't know. I've never listened to these songs, so if they're garbage, let me know. We can rate the songs out of 10. Hey Steve, welcome to the stream. We're back here in Falador. Surprise, surprise. Is our tree alive still? Sweet. I pride myself on having not eaten any of the food that I've gotten from Implings yet. Survived off of my chicken, which I'm almost out. I just have like 100 chicken left. I don't know what I'll do then. I'll probably just have to bite the bullet and eat my tuna or something. Just got 99 agility and now you feel directionless? It's oddly empty feeling when you finish a long grind. Oh yeah, I'm sure. 99 agility is like your whole life goes into that kind of, or it just becomes your normal doing laps. But that's why they have the new activity advisor, well, where Jagex can tell you how to play their game. I always find it amusing when company, I don't know if Jagex did this, but I know League of Legends did at one point, where they're like, there should be no meta for our game. And then they continue to enforce them like a game meta on their own terms. Like for League of Legends, they used to say, we don't think there should be a set roles. You guys should just figure out how to play the game the best. And then they made it so you can only queue up in 5 roles. Lane 8 makes some pretty chill electronic. No need to play it, but check it out. I've listened to some of their stuff off of Mr. Suicide Sheep. I don't think that they have anything on Monstercat, which is what I'm allowed to play based off of. Let me see. Lane 8. Let's see if they have any in here. Nope. More chicken. Well, I don't want to go grind out the chicken again. Because he has essence in play. Okay. Because there's a lot of downtime because there's just one of them. So it's not very efficient for me to kill him and wait for him to spawn again. And I don't really need the cooking experience either. Want to play Pike mid? Now you can't farm minions, suck on that. Are you who I think you are? Do I know you in real life? I think I might know you. Okay. Welcome. Seeing what all the fuss is about. A sleepy baby, huh? Let me tell ya, our oldest has been a pain in the rear going down for bed recently, and we fear that the one nap days might be nearing their end. It is doom and gloom over here. Poor Falamami, yeah. But eventually when we switch, it'll still be, you know, there'll be quiet time. Stay away from Falamami time. When does Runelight think I'm going to be finished with this tree? Where's my timers? Timer? I think we'll be done at 10:46. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to check the health of that one on stream too. I need to eat some chicken. All of them. Kind of crazy I haven't gotten any doable steps at all this stream yet. Earth Impling incoming. What are we listening to? Beautiful maces, Brennan. Unfortunately, I don't have a use short bow emote. How are the stats looking, Mark? This is how they're looking right now. We're really close to 69 range. Should be pretty neat. We got, since last time, we got 60 farming and 96 woodcutting. And I think we're like low 60s in range, but now we're high 60s in range. We're getting pretty close to a prayer level too. And if you want to track like the stats progression, like how it's all going, you can also look at the link that Nightbot should hopefully help bro out with in a sec. Yeah. So if you're ever curious and for some reason I'm not streaming, not streaming regularly, you can always check there. Make sure I have a beating pulse over there as well. Which I decided to go log in on RuneScape 3. Remember that game? I logged in on RuneScape 3 with this account so I can go to the photo booth and take a picture because it shows up on the Temple OSRS page. Because it pulls it from the RuneScape forums, your forum page. And I couldn't get quite the right hair. Like, they don't have this exact hair look in RS3, which is kind of sad. Well, I got it kind of close. Today I was doing some cleaning in the backyard, and we were moving some branches and leaves that had just been sitting there for a long time. And I saw enough snakes and spiders to last me a lifetime. Like, we pay for pest service, but like, I guess if you just provide a nice cozy home for spiders to live, they'll just live there anyway. So it's good to have that taken care of a little bit. Do we have centipedes? I saw one. I don't know if it was a centipede or a millipede. I don't really know what the difference was, but he was huge, and he had. I mean, I couldn't. I didn't count the legs, but he had quite a few of them. He was spooky. He looks like he was out of a horror film, like one of the things in Lord of the Rings when the ring wraiths draw near. You know. I should have counted the legs. He was too fast. We have the, what are those called? Pill bugs? Whatever they are, the ones that roll up. Roly-polies? Yeah, that's what they're called. Roly-polies. Have a lot of those guys. I think this music is gonna put me to sleep. I'm going to switch to old school music if that is okay with the room. Let's do. How could I fall asleep to this? Riveting. Favorite book? Good question. What have I read? See, unfortunately, my reading trajectory has not been great. As a kid, I loved reading like fantasy fiction stuff, like in elementary school and even in middle school. But then, like, I just kept playing more RuneScape, and I was always in my free time. I'd be like, well, I'd rather just work on my account, so I didn't read as much, and so I lost a lot of reading ability and reading interest. So my reading comprehension and reading speed is quite a bit slower than it used to be. But I did like the there was a series called Redwall. That was a good series. It was about fighting rodents and stuff. I liked there's a series about fighting cats called Warriors. I liked that one. What else? Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is classic. I got that book for my wife, and I don't think she appreciated it as much as I did. Yeah, I loved Warriors. I tried to explain it to my wife because she read like Little House on the Prairie books and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, you gotta read this Warriors, these cats. The Thunder Road. It's like, anyway. She thinks it just sounds weird. I gotta get my other account out there. Bye. Name of the Wind. I haven't read that one. If it's a hard... Oh, Harry Potter. I read Harry Potter. Yeah, duh. I read that one at least once. Maybe twice. Oh, is it called The Apprentice? There's quite a few series that I enjoyed. Aragon? My family all read Aragon, and like I had watched the movies and then I was told I should read Aragon, and I feel like, well, I don't want to watch the movies and then read. Usually you want to do it the other way around so you can have discernment when you're watching. But the Durza guy kind of scared me as a kid. He was kind of freaky. Hey love, going for 80 archery. I guess it'll probably happen. I don't know if I'm going for it, but yeah, it's we're almost just one level away. Should be sweet. Yeah, it wasn't very great. It didn't make me want to read the books. It made me feel like, well, if I've like at least attempted to read some of the Lord of the Rings stuff, I think I'm okay. Although I couldn't get through the whole Fellowship of the Ring. There's just too much description in there. I was like, I really don't care about the dew on this bush and the glimmer that much, you know? I was more interested in the fighting orcs. I could probably do it these days, but... Firestar. You were reading the Dune series? I think I read the first one. I think. Whatever the Dune book was. I read that, but I do not really remember much of it. Trippy stuff, but pretty cool. Is that the one where there's like the monsters, the like big worms in the sandy place? The sandworms? Something like that. There's a pretty big lore dump at the start of the Fellowship that's annoying for first-time readers. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably just do it. I just didn't have the attention span as a kid. But it's really cool how Tolkien like developed his whole world and languages, and it's actually kind of nuts. Very sandy, yes. Weren't they making that into a movie or something? I thought I saw it somewhere. Oh, also, this last week I decided applications have been closed. I've decided that I'm going to follow the Kansas City Chiefs this year. That'll be the team that I root for. So, they've formally closed, but you can always try to sway me other ways, as this will be my first year following any NFL team. Hey, Baleo. It's going pretty well. For some reason, we just have hit a huge dry streak tonight, specifically for clues. We have not gotten a single one tonight. I guess I haven't been going that long, have I? I've been going for an hour and like 20 minutes, some of that. But we have not gotten any steps yet. And we've actually had quite a dry streak since our last doable step period, because we've eclipsed like 162 steps, which with no doable ones, when it should be 2 out of 162 doable steps. So we're like twice over the drop rate, which is a little unlucky. And then the last clue I got was actually over double the rate also. So we're just getting unlucky with the clues. But we haven't been doing bad with the iron, which is really what we care about. But it's not as sexy, so Glad to have caught a live stream, by the way. Saw you lost your account at the end of the last video and got worried. Yeah, just thinking about it. I probably should have released an update video by now if my last thing that I posted was that I had been banned briefly. Which I'm still upset about that, but I wish there was a better way to play on 2 accounts on mobile at once that won't get you banned somehow. Maybe it'll work. I just have to be more diligent about updating the parallel app, like the app inside of that, because you have to clone the original. I don't know. Gotten any lamp today? I think I did. I did get a lamp that I put on agility, so we're 1 dunce random from 2 agility, which the hardest level is always 1 to 2. Well, not always, but for all practical purposes, 1 to 2 is pretty hard. Okay, we can still be friends even if you like the Chiefs. Who do you like, Brennan? I reckon there aren't any Hawaiian teams. I've been told that if you like the Chargers, we really can't be friends anymore though, because they're in the same division. Which the Chargers are California, which is kind of close to Hawaii. As long as you don't love the Browns, we can be friends. Well, yeah. Are you? Let me guess. So who's in that division? There's the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Ravens. Is that right? Let me see. NFL divisions. Let's see. Boom, baby. All right. Are you a Steelers fan then? That's my guess. Did you know that Socrates had a brother who was a rich merchant? His name was Bophides? Oh no, I'm not. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing there, sir. Welcome. Pats fan. I heard you guys used to be good. Last year, when I wasn't really following anybody, watching the playoffs game, the Bills versus the Chiefs, I was like, okay, this thing has to get changed. This overtime, how overtime works, has to get changed, and it looks like they did make some changes. So. You like the Chiefs, but you grew up a Packers fan? See, where I live, it's not obvious who to be a fan for. And the ones in the running, Minnesota, so the Vikings, the Broncos, the Packers, and the Chiefs. Just kind of Midwest teams. And I was like, well, I like watching Mahomes and Kelsey. I think that they're really fun to watch. So I'll just go for them. Hey, you Sheepsaurus. Welcome. Glad you could catch a live stream. To me, all the teams are the same. You're a Swede, so you only care about women's cross-country skiing. The US has an incredible athlete, actually. Yeah, I've been outside looking in on the NFL too, and I'm like, they're all kind of just the same team. And if you're not geographically like interested in a team, you need to find some other reason, you know. And Yeah, so like I don't know if the right thing to do is to like a player and then just follow the player or like the team. I don't know, but that's why I've been contemplating this whole off season of who should I care about next year, because I do like watching NFL football. It is, and it's fun just having something else to keep up with, another storyline in your life, you know. Also, I got 69 range, but I was blabbing while it was going down. Let me pick the wrong person and chose coach over QB. You think you guys should have kept Brady and gotten rid of Bill Belichick, huh? I guess we'll see. I mean, Tom Brady did go and win a Super Bowl, so maybe you're right. But if he just don't people say that he just took Bill Belichick's offense and put it down there and won with it? So then is it really Brady or Tom Belichick? Bill Belichick. I don't know. I don't know enough about your team to say smart things. Sorry, I should stop. Everyone loves the Lion. We all feel bad for them. That was another team I was considering going for them, just because I love underdog stories. Like, even if my team has like 10 wins and the other team has like 2, but it's my team. I'm always like, come on, we gotta give them something. This team has 2 wins, so then kind of start going for the other team. But I saw that the Lions are supposed to. They have. There's more expected from them than some other people, like the Bears. Brady? You mean the cheater? Ha ha ha. Sports joke. I understand sports joke. the funny Reddit number. 69, nice. Welcome, Daryl. Glad you could join. It's not a stream without Daryl. The whole Deflategate thing. Do you know what gas law is? Gas. I feel like this is something that's supposed to get me. Did I give up on the clues? I have not given up on clues. The clues may have given up on me. So I fumbled my other clues on Wednesday. Fumbled those ones, which not great. But we've still been trying to get some other clues. I hope to get a casket for the next video. We'll just kind of see. But having all these, having no steps right now is a good time to trade range, because then I don't have to have the hectic picking up arrows and dropping clue scrolls all the time. So it's a little bit nicer now. So that's my copium there. So when are you gonna bump into Limpwort? Let's see. He has to either wander this way, or I have to get the Puro chunk north. Where's he at? I don't think does he have this chunk yet? No, he can't have. He just got this chunk. Yeah, so the most likely time I'll meet him is over here. If I get that Puro. Although, he might overtake me by the time I get all my stuff done. Hey, 19 watching and only 113 likes. No, 13 likes. Smash that like button. Only 113 likes. Gas law states the gas moves from high pressure to low pressure. So from the ball into the cold air, i.e. deflating the balls. This is fine. Shouldn't be. Yeah, that's what I thought. Am I afraid of that pure chunk? Not really. Well, I mean, kind of. The main thing for me that would be an issue is I would from that chunk I would get rune bars, and I would also get the Doric anvil. Which would mean I'd have to find a way to get 98 smithing, which would be the real challenge of that chunk. Everything else is, it's kind of hard and time consuming, but nothing really compares to that. So there's a chance that if that were to happen, that part of it might get backlogged, because I don't have a source of ores really. I get iron from these guys at a rate of 1 out of 128. And it would take so many eclectics actually to get enough gold ore to get 98 smithing. It would take an insane amount of eclectics. But, of course, I wouldn't backlog anything without giving it a good shot first. Limp is one step closer to Falador. Yeah. He's also dangerously close to the farming chunk, too. He'll probably have to go through that chunk to get to me. Probably. I mean, he could take this way, but... yeah. One thing I'm jealous of, though, is he has the woodcutting cape, which I darn wish I had in my chunk, because it gives me 10% more bird's nests, which would, beat up my farming by 10%. Also, he has secateurs, which would be nice. Then I don't have to watch all my best trees die. Which, here, I'm just going to do a sanity check real fast. Make sure that this guy doesn't sell secateurs. Because sometimes I feel like one of these times they're just going to sell secateurs. And I need to be ready for it. No. No. Forget it. You don't have anything I need. Limp's worried about the farming junk. Yeah. Yeah, it is worrisome, isn't it? No way to get one of the ores, I thought. For the quest, you mean? Oh yeah, I already have all the ores for the quest. It requires I could look it up. But I know I have them all. I have the clay from normal imps. I have the iron from guards. I have copper from the men. Is that it? I think that's it. But I know I have all the ores. I already checked. So I'll have access to the anvil. Edgeville would be cool. That way there'd be a crossover. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. How are you going to get 88 farming? Yeah, so I'm getting 88 farming by as the same way I've gotten 60 so far, just wood cutting a lot, getting seed nests, and then planting the trees over there, hoping they don't die. Because I can't really do anything if they get diseased. And I can't protect any of the trees except for use and magics eventually. Probably, hopefully. I get super compost from earth implings. Very rarely, but it does happen. Can also rake for experience, but at this point it makes more sense to just have an oak tree sitting there in case I want a 2-tick. Which of the 4 chunks around you are you mostly looking forward to? That's a good question. I'll go over the chunks again. Yeah, so we kind of went over the north chunk already. The main thing, Piro, get an anvil, get our first quest points. A couple of clue steps there. That's mostly it. We'll go counterclockwise. The west chunk after we lamp 5 agility and can go over that wall, we'll need to... Pretty much it's just the mining part here. Those are the ores that we can mine. We will have a mithril pickaxe, and we have to get the pet. And I think that's pretty much it. But that would be great because then we'd have access to, you know, ores and a furnace, which then if we were to get that and then the north chunk, it wouldn't be nearly as bad. I mean, it'd still be bad, but not nearly as bad. And then the south chunk, one sec, let me murder this protector of Falador. Hey Brendan, welcome, welcome. Oh jeez. Take me back. Okay. Yeah, so the south chunk would be mostly nothing. It would be this air altar, which would be interesting because in theory we would have to get the runecrafting pet from just rune essence that I get from, or well, pure essence that I get from essence implings. But that is another thing that seems mostly impossible. I could get in because you can get a... I already have an air talisman from baby implings. Not necessarily 99 runecrafting, just the pet, which is probably 99. But that is probably not very feasible, so most likely I would backlog that probably. There's also this tunnel which I'd like to be able to do. I assume that by the time I leave I'll probably have that lamped already though. And then the east chunk is a whopper. So in the east chunk I unlock this garden supplier, which I can make bagged plants, or I can put them in my house for construction experience because it requires a watering can instead of a saw. So I'd have to get 420 mil to buy all of those bagged plants to put them in my house. I'd have to kill 1 million white knights to get all the law runes to teleport to and from my house to get 99 construction for the cape that's in this chunk. I would also need to get 99 smithing, well 98, because there's rune ore in here. I'd also need to get 99 mining because of the cape. If I lamp to 50 agility, which there's a good chance I can do in this chunk, we'll find out, then I'd have to get the squirrel pet too. There's also amethyst in here, which is high crafting, so that chunk will take a very long time. As for which one I want to do, honestly I kinda want the west one. The mining one over there. Because that's just such a very straightforward chunk. You lamp this, you just mine. I just mine. Okay, now after that explanation I'll try to get caught up on chat. Sorry, I wasn't reading it during my explanation. Because I was using all of my brain power. You went south because it's nothing. Yeah, yeah, if I backlog the pet, it would be pretty much nothing. Still going for all obtainable pets. That is currently the goal. You know, we might have to backlog some stuff at some point if it gets unreasonable. But no reason to do that preemptively. So, do you need rune mysteries to get in? Nope, just access to the essence mine and the ability to lamp them, to lamp rune crafting. You also get that from rune mysteries. Always a workaround, just happens to be 420 mil. I've done the math like 3 times and it always comes out to 420. Math don't lie. It's time. Yeah, the Dark Wizards would also be pretty nice because I'd have to look up again if they have a good law rune drop, but that could be helpful for the construction grind. But I know they have good nature impling, or sorry, nature rune drop rate, which would be helpful. Way to just go get those real fast. what made me want to one-up the rest of the chunkers? Well, I didn't really want to one-up other chunkers. Well, I didn't want to... What I wanted to do is I wanted to find a chunk that had hard extreme requirements. And this one had them. I was like, 70 prayer off of normal bones sounds really fun. And the farming, it sounds like something you just need to put in a lot of time. Which, I have a lot of time. I can AFK on mobile a lot. It seems like it'll be a good marriage there. And so I'm like, that sounds good. And then the Supreme is just really, I feel like a lot of the Supreme stuff should have been part of the extreme stuff. Like, I feel like magic should have been part of it. I'm not really sure why magic was an exclusion. I know that when Limpert came up with the extreme rule set, it was largely off of the, like, this can be, or this is specific to this chunk. But to me, it's less of what can only be done in this chunk as opposed to what can you do in this chunk. And it feels like you should do everything you can do in the chunk as opposed to the things that can only be done in the chunk. You know? So that's... And then I didn't want to do the lowest runes, lowest spells for runes, because that's what vanillas do. Well, it's kind of weird to me that extremes don't do anything with magic, and vanillas do the lowest thing to process the rune, which is like more than the extreme rule set. So I feel like there's some inconsistency, so I'm just like, I'm going to make my own, and I'll call it Supreme, I guess. I was just going to call it Extreme plus more stuff, but I would just call it Extreme. But then I'm like, yeah, Supreme kind of rhymes, and it's enough different that it might be called something else. And like for the pets, it's kind of just like, well, I can't really think of a better time to add them, and I feel like they should be added. So why not front load the grinds? That's kind of the whole point of chunk accounts anyway, just front load all your grinds. So that you grind in ridiculous situations. So, but we'll find out if the farming pet part of this chunk is too front loaded, because one patch on something that's time based might be a little unreasonable. But we'll evaluate that after 88 farming. That is what you can roll after you finish the west chunk, if you open the west chunk. If I open the west chunk, northeast, southwest. Yeah, so if I roll this one, then the next rollable ones would be Taverley and the Crafting Guild. Oh, this would actually kind of kill me if if I got the Crafting Guild. There's like some medium steps that are right here, but it looks like you can't get past. I mean, your rule set feels the most fulfilling. Yeah, I think it's pretty fulfilling. Also, I think that the drops, if you just have to get all the drops, it kind of doesn't, it leaves out any ambiguity as to whether, is this a unique, or like, why is it that if I get a dragon two-hander from Cowfight Queen, I no longer have to get it from Chaos Elemental? You know, it's like, just get all the drops from every monster. It just, you know, it just makes sense to me. So I'm just playing on rules that make sense to me. Yeah, I'm gonna go to midnight again, probably. Why grind guards when you're already 70 prayer? Yeah, I'm doing guard. Yeah, Brennan knows me better than me. Doing it for iron ore and the medium clues too would be great. Those are the main reasons. For the iron ore, I need to get iron all the way from 29 to 39, which is about 1236, and I'm at like 514 or something like that. And then from 39 I have to get to 49. I'm going to do that passively through gold ore from Earth Emplings, because I'm going to be here a while. if you didn't pick up on that. But why am I... Yeah, I just want to keep doing prayer. At this point, I'm so used to picking up everything, burying bones. It would just feel weird to stop. And it's fun seeing my prayer go up, knowing that I did all of this off of normal bones and a couple little ashes from imps when I had to fill their drop table. But that's negligible, so just normal bones pretty much. It's just cool saying that I've got this huge level from just that. Makes me feel proud of my accomplishment. How many clues have I done? Unfortunately, I have done 0 caskets. I have gotten, since the clue scroll update where it will, well, not exclusive to clue scrolls, but when I can log out and it won't take down the despawn timer of my clue scrolls, since then I have gotten 8 doable steps. 2 of them were fumbled because I wasn't paying attention. And then 3 of them were fumbled because I accidentally logged back in on mobile because of a mobile bug. And the last 3 were fumbled on last Wednesday because I was not paying enough attention once again. What other starting spots did you consider besides Valley? I did consider Varrock West. That one sounded kind of cool. It didn't seem very extreme though. Like, it's pretty mild for an extreme start chunk. It would be the second chunk that would be the hard part, probably. And if I were to do Supreme over there, it would also be like, I have to get Rocky and Tangle Root, and those would be pretty much the hard parts of that chunk. I suppose also some magic, but you have access to a magic shop. It wouldn't be too bad. So I considered that one. I was also just, looking around. I feel like it'd be fun being stuck in Draenor Manor, but I don't really know what you'd have to do. Probably nothing. It's hard finding good balanced, like, this is a good solid grind chunk, and it's like, this is a fun grind chunk, and yeah. But seeing 88 farming and 70 prayer in the starting chunk just seemed like the perfect fit for me and what I wanted to do. It would be interesting to do like Brimhaven too. Something like that. There's a lot of different chunk content that could be really interesting as your starting chunk. So I advise that all of you pick a random chunk and start doing it. That would also be a fun way to do it. I know you can, on the chunk picker, you can start with a random chunk. There's also a way where you can pick 2 chunks randomly and then decide between the 2. You're amazed that I've got no dual steps since the fumble. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. In the last, like, what's that? 162 times. Yeah, in the last 300, over 300 steps, I've gotten 1 doable step. It's kind of crazy. Still better luck than I had with the Drunken Man step, though. What would it be if you had to get all the monster drops, but not all the pets, but still have to get the highest possible levels in that chunk? Oh. Extreme? All the monster drop, not all the pet. Yeah, it sounds like... That sounds like what Mountain Man's doing, kind of. He has to... He does all the drops, too. Other than that, he's pretty much extreme. Although I will say, he did have a way to get medium clues, and he did not get the Penda clue key. Just saying. A port chunk man sounds interesting. Yeah, it does. Although, like, the concept of a port chunk man would be like contradictory to the true Limport way of playing, having a connected map. Which to me it's kind of interesting that that's like the like commonly accepted way to do extreme, or to do an extreme account. Not because it's bad, but just because the reason that he always gives is just he wants a connected map. Which I think a lot of people don't really care about. Instead, they want to play how the original Extreme plays. You've been considering starting one at Land's End? One sec, let me find Land's End. Here. Yew tree, so you'd have to chop a yew tree. Another extreme thing that I don't know if Limport did or not, but I think it's a little unnecessary to have to drop all of your starting items. Personally, I feel like a lot of the times on chunk accounts, it just leads to you have to backlog stuff that otherwise you wouldn't need to backlog. Like, oh, I don't have this axe and I won't get one for 50 more chunk rolls, so now I'm gonna have this huge map where I get to do all these other things that I wouldn't have gotten to do yet, you know? So, I don't know. Doesn't really help too much. It just makes it so you have to do content in order, personally. But you personally picked a somewhat random chunk northwest of Artie. Oh, I think I have northwest of Artie. North, southwest. It's like one of these. Oh wait, I think I saw you. Weren't you doing it? You're in Limport's Discord, I think. Weren't you doing one of these ones? Something like that? I think I remember seeing that. I always kind of lurk in that Discord, but I don't type very much. But when I see my name, I gotta say something. Well, sometimes I say something. Anyway. I do 75 woodcutting with a steel axe. It was absolutely atrocious. Okay, you got 9524. Yeah, that one. I remember this is where I did my first fire making on my PvP hardcore. So where didn't you roll another chunk? Did you roll? I reckon you didn't have that one doable. I thought I had seen that you'd finished it, but maybe I'm crazy. I don't follow the Discord very closely. Range level? We just hit 69. There's a YouTuber chunker who is on Land's End, James. But he's gonna be Zaya only. Oh. I didn't know that. Should look into him. Will feel strange to see Limp outside the desert for the first time in a year. Yeah, he's been just headed down that way. That's how his chunk picker works, I guess. Who started the chunk concept. Yeah, there's someone named Alex Bailey who used to be Puka Guy something. Then he changed his YouTube name. But he made an original series like this, which was closer to like the vanilla rule set. And then Limpwort did the extreme version, which is a little bit more, dare I say, extreme. Think about starting at the monastery, 99 prayer off monks and black knights. Now that is front loading your grind right there. Would there be anything else in that chunk? Couldn't do the quest. Can you get any? You'd have no bank. That'd pretty much just be prayer, mostly, right? NTR is your chunk map. I'll have to take a look. Let me see. Chunk picker B2. Oh. NTR. Let's take a look. View only. Oh, you have quite a bit. So this, is this extreme? You had to get 75 wood cutting, which you would have had to have done on either. So what was your most recent one? March. Oh, okay, so the farming, this is the most recent one. The Master Farmer, at least. That's not a bad chunk. You get the farming patch and the Master Farmer. You have a Ring of Forging, or will you gamble the iron like a true champ? So I'm actually, yeah, I got ruby rings from the nests, and then I enchanted them using cosmic runes from the Essence Simplings, and that I did that for 100% smelt chance on the way to 29. But from here on out, I'll just do steel with coal that I get from random events, Earth Implings, Young Implings, and so I don't have to take any gambles, so I do not have to be a Giga Chad gambler. Welcome, welcome. Goodbye. Limp is a homie. Yeah. He was the chunk creator, yep. Slay Brother made his account before Limp, right after Alex. Yeah. He's one of the OGs too, but he's getting pretty progressed on his account now, so. How many regular bones would 99 even be? Let's see. Welcome, Thunderlock, by the way. I don't think I said welcome earlier when I answered your question. That would be about 13 million divided by 4.5. So about 2,888,888. So almost 3 million. You chopped willows. Willows would be nice, not gonna lie. Although, I still think that oaks are better for nests, but... Which, actually, I watched Rendy's most recent video, I don't know if you guys have, but he claimed in there that every 4 ticks, pretty much, or every, like, attempt to get we finally got our first one. and I can think more about what I was trying to say. Unlucky. But yeah, Randy was claiming that like every chance you could get a log, it rolled for a nest, as opposed to every time that you would get a log. So every successful woodcut, you get a chance at a nest instead. Which, that's not how I understood what the wiki says. But maybe he knows something I don't. Because what the wiki says... Let me see. Bird's nest seed. The wiki says... let's see. The chance of getting a bird's nest from a tree is 1 out of 256 each time you would normally get a log, regardless of the type of tree. Which to me sounds like you would want a better axe to get more successful woodcuts. Anyway, maybe he was wrong, but it made me read this page many times. Because that would be quite relevant to me. Imagine eating a whole chicken in one click. I always imagine it would be very hard to like eat a shark. You know, like, those things are huge. When how would you just be like, 1 second, let me eat this shark real fast. 2 ticks wasted, or whatever it is. You can choose Buzz's rules on the chunk picker. Nice. Yeah. I don't know if anybody does that, but I worked with Source Chunk to kind of clarify some rules, and he put it in place. And I only visit the chunk picker a couple times on occasion to check some stuff off. Which really, I need to enter a lot of items in there that I have, just to make sure I'm not missing any hidden requirements I'm not thinking of. But I'm sure there's probably a lot of bugs with the Supreme set that I haven't been debugged because not many, I doubt many people have a lot of chunks unlocked in the Supreme rule set. If anyone does. I've heard of one guy who I don't think plays anymore. His name was Lonely something. Where is he? He's gotta be on here. Lonely Chunk. Yeah, he was doing a Supreme in Al-Kharid, and he was trying to get the pet, and it looks like he quit a long time ago. It's not for everybody, but just a couple Lumberge massacres then, yeah. It would have been really cool if he had actually buried all of his bones. That would have been really cool. He would have 80 at least. Faladaddy versus Randy. Well, someone in his comment section said the same thing that I just said. So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that read the wiki differently. But then I was trying to look at the sources for the wiki, where do they get that information? And they didn't link any sources, so I'm like, I don't know. At this point, it's just one man's word on the wiki versus one man's word on the YouTube. So I don't know. I wonder how Bowser's doing. Let me see how his temple looks. I feel like I saw he came back. Oh yeah, he's going strong again. a lot of range and strength. Wow. Yeah, he puts in so much time. He's gotten 3 million experience this week. That's crazy. Well, I guess he does have quite a few more chunks and stuff, but like, still, wow. He got it, no spoilers. I have to remember what he was grinding. Oh, I remember. Oh, did he do that on stream recently? I saw that he was streaming, but I think I was watching League of Legends at the time. Well, I should have checked it out. His stats have to be crazy by now. Let's see. Wow. He almost has max strength. That's awesome. So it's just a matter of time until we ask God Ash for the truth. True. I mean, usually if you message him on Twitter, which that's the only reason I have a Twitter, by the way. It's just to message Mod Ash for stuff like that. I'm sure if you message him, he'll give you some kind of response. Last thing I messaged him, though, he said, I don't have enough time to look at that, though. Like, oh, okay. He said, you should ask someone else. They might have time. I'm like, okay, nobody else is gonna do this for me. But it's probably a kind way to say I don't really want to look it up right now. Sorry about it. You watch his videos most times on Twitch, like his VODs? That's what I should do. But now I know that he got it, no spoilers. Have I ever had Thai milk tea? No. No, I have not. The only type of tea I've had is unsweetened and sweetened and sun tea. I don't think I've had anything Thai, but I have had milk. And I've had multiple things with milk, actually. But that particular combination I have not had. Delicious orange-colored tea. Orange-colored tea. That makes me wonder where the milk in that that product comes from. It doesn't sound milky, unless it's. I'll have to. Let me take a quick look. We must investigate this. Thai milk tea. Okay, it comes up. Oh, so it's not like a clear thing. Okay. It looks darn good. It looks like it would be mango, though. I could go for something mango right now. Bubble tea. Is there a difference between bubble tea and boba? Or are they the same thing? It's an earthy, creamy tea. Is this a Hawaiian thing? Because I don't think a P.O. box will help with that, probably. Bubble is the Americanized version. Okay, because there's actually a bubble tea place really close to me, and I've just been like, I don't know what bubble tea is, so I'm not gonna go there. It's like, it says eggs, chicken, bubble tea. I'm like, okay, I like eggs. Chicken's pretty good. Bubble tea? What is bubble tea? Bubble tea is basically like Frenching Jesus? Well, that sounds peculiar. Like a bubble tea. Oh, yeah. Okay, so bubble tea is boba. Okay. I've heard of boba. I actually had boba once. And I was like, why are these things clogging up my straw? Boba is the name for the tapioca balls in the drinks. Okay. But bubble tea has boba in it. Okay. I think it's all coming together. My tea lore is being updated to firmware 1.0.7. Booba. Maybe I'll have to go there sometime. You're 10% more British now. Is that really popular over in Britain? Let me tell you, growing up playing RuneScape, it's like, it's really hard to spell defense like that. That's how Americans do it. But every time I see it, I'm like, no. That's not how you do it. And I'm used to seeing Armor. That one too. Although I can't get on board with favorite. Not sure. But I do probably need to care a little bit more about the British Standard Time than the average American. There is a tea plant in Hawaii, but it's spelled T-I. And it's not tea, it's used for ceremonial things, medicine, and landscaping. Landscaping. Interesting. That seems different than the other things. I before E except after C. I feel like that rule is broken more than it's applied. Like, isn't it weird? Man, my brother was good at spelling. He won a bunch of spelling bees, but I just cannot. Like, I can survive, but like, not gifted in that way. That rule's so confusing for me. Something that bothers me for no reason is people say fall instead of autumn. Is that a British thing to call it autumn? I always call it fall all the time. I don't think I've used autumn unironically once. Oh, yeah. Does anyone call it autumn in the Midwest? I don't know. Everyone just calls it fall. We are the problem. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lexi. Sorry, Brennan. It's okay, I'll just sit on my bed. Triggered, and life will move on. It would be nice if more people could do that on the internet. Just disagree, but like not lose their human decency. That would be nice. It would be a move in the right direction for humanity, I would say. But I'll try not to say fall too much. I won't say autumn because that just doesn't fit my vocabulary. But I just will try to not bring up that period of year. It's too hot. Had to get the laptop. Oh, get off the laptop. Gotcha. Yeah, my laptop usually runs pretty hot too. But I got one of those like things that like sits on your lap. That then you put your laptop on that. So then it doesn't get you hot at least. It just gets hot all by itself. I before E, except when your foreign neighbor Keith receives 8 counterfeit beige sleighs from feisty caffeinated weightlifters. Weird. Yeah, I don't know why they even teach that as a rule anymore. I don't know if they do. At least not whenever I was in school. I still taught it when I was in school. You're on mobile now? Well, sometimes you just gotta be on mobile. Man, it's getting hot down here. I'm wearing sweatpants and I'm not really sure why. Why did I make that decision? That seems like a poor decision made by past me that current me is suffering from. Any reason you're not juggling that clue you have? Yeah, because this is an easy clue and these guys don't drop easy clues. I just have it in my inventory so that when a impling flies by that can give me easy clues, I can drop it for a chance at another doable easy step. Get shorts. Smile. That is the easy fix. Be bottomless. Well, I took a shower before this and I was like, you know, I wouldn't mind just going in like my boxers. That's fine. I never use my face cam, so like it's fine. But I decided I'd probably want to bring it up for some reason because I ran out of things to talk about. And I don't know. Doesn't seem like the content I want to bring up on my stream, but there was consideration. And then I chose these? I don't know why I chose these. Here we are, looking back on our mistakes, wondering where it all went wrong. Still brought it up. Yeah, tried so hard, and for some reason, I had to tell everyone that I was considering boxers, just boxers. Now everyone has this guy in boxers in their their mind. I'm thinking, nope, I'm not wearing green. We're okay. True, we were talking about my delicate lips last time. Everyone's gonna get some weird fan fiction going about Faladaddy, the delicate lipped boxing wearing guard slayer. I'd only assume a seductive voice like this come with delicate lips. Yeah, it is what it is. My lips are only meant for small mouthpieces. What can I do? And by mouthpiece, I'm not saying anything innuendo-y. I'm talking about the French horn and trumpet I have sitting over there. Hey, look at that guy. That's nice. I don't think I've got one of these on stream before. But that's nice. It, unfortunately... I could hold on to it, because if I get an exam, then I would get an extra 10 experience from this lamp. It's a J-mod. Wouldn't that be troll? I'll just hold on to this for now. Yeah, I think I'll just hold on to it, because if I get a dunce, then it would be like I got a dunce and 2 genies instead of just 1 genie and a dunce. If I'm not doing anything that requires a lot of inventory space, it doesn't really hurt. Is Broski on? He is. I want Broski. I still want Broski to come stand like right here. And I want to stand right here. I want to see if I can see him. Actually, here, I'm going to get on my other account and see. If I can see him, my other account, then I'm going to tell Broski to come. Because I want to see him in the flesh. Play as a diddly. Last time I played it to record some stuff for the next episode, and my wife said she could hear it pretty well upstairs. She was gonna tell me to stop, but didn't have the heart, so I'm not gonna do that again. Especially because my son, he's been having issues with his waking up, where anytime he wakes up, he thinks he needs to go into mommy and daddy's room and say, I'm up, not tired. Ah. So, okay. My other account is in position. Moment of truth. Hey. I can't see me. He probably couldn't actually like see me though. Huh. Might have to tell Broski to get over here. We can kind of flirt from a distance. Have you had anyone steal that Sardoman statue for the quest while you're here? Yes. Lots of people do that. And the real pros, the best way to do it, I've been studying. What you do is you put it on there, and then you come to this square, and then you right click pull, and then you step here and long push it all the way. Some people get a little bit caught up in the mechanics or something. They push it like way over here, and then way over here, and then way over there. But yeah, there's usually a couple every night. Tell Broski hello, boo. Oh, I should go. I should see if he's over here. What world is he on? What world are you on? 70. I know where he stands now. I don't know if he'd be chopping. What can I drop though? I don't think I care about any of the stuff I have here. I'll just drop a bunch of garbage. Glitter all over. Right. 370. Coming for you, broski. Come on, he saw me, dang it. Are you listening? Are you listening, broski? I think I tried to drop my accumulator. Oops. Well, I know that he has his stinking player indicators on from his PvP hardcore, so I can't win. I cannot win. Oh well. I was hoping he'd be like hardcore AFK. But alas, he was not. Such a mischievous man. Yes, 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 yes. But he was probably listening to me. Just be like, this guy thinks he can get me. He tried yesterday. I did try yesterday. I think yesterday. I dropped him a dragon axe and then he just said hello. And I'm like, no. But I went to the wrong tile last night. Let me see if I can convince him to play me in RuneLink. Why am I killing guards? Great question, Tor Egil Tella. I am killing guards for a couple of reasons. I need to get iron ore to make steel to go from 29 smithing to 39 smithing. And that'll take about 1,236 iron. And at a rate of 1 out of 128, it means a lot of guard kills. But I also have a good chance, well, okay, I say good, but I do have a chance at completing a medium casket, which can also give me some good good stuff, like an adamant axe would be dope. Unfortunately, we haven't had great luck with keeping our doable steps. They've all despawned. because it's quite difficult to keep them going for that long. Especially, I've been getting really unlucky with doable steps. In the last like 300 something clues, I've gotten one doable step, and the clues are 1 out of 128 drop as well. Good luck with the clue. Thanks. Might need it. The way things have been going, but I mean, the clues are all kind of just a distraction. We're really after the iron ore, which has to be done sometime or another. So, but some clue luck would be appreciated. So, thanks. You know, I think that tree should be done. Yeehaw. Let's go have our pet chance. Sure. Yes, I got a willow as well. Can't wait for the clue school timer to be on mobile if they ever make it a thing as a mobile player. Yeah, that'd be super. I would certainly like it. Definitely would benefit me. Alright, here we go. No pet. Sad. Alright. Easy. Fortunately, I don't have any super compost. Well, I do have one super compost, but I'm not going to waste it on a willow. Originally, I was going to use super compost on my willows, but no. Super compost is so rare for me. I am 60 farming. Yes. I got that a couple days ago, so that's pretty cool. I can I have already planted a yew tree. I planted that at 57 with a garden pie boost. But I have loads of yews which I could in theory plant, but the problem is that I can't protect them yet. And they might just die, which would be very sad considering how rare they are and how much experience is on the table and stuff. So I really want to wait until I have nature implings unlocked so I can get cactus spines and coconuts to protect magics and use. So yeah, but I think it says my spreadsheet says I have 60 something banked. Let me see. 65 banked. That's including all my yeah, 65 is including the magics, which I can't plant yet, but 64 including the ones that I can plant. But I do feel like farming would go a lot faster when I'm doing like dedicated woodcutting and farming. Everything right now is like very passive. Why the focus on lamping agility? Well, agility is always useful regardless of what you need to do, but there is this crumbling wall here that takes level 5, and that's a pretty easy lamp. So that's why I'm currently doing it. My plan is that I'm going to lamp to 5 agility for in case of this. So then if I get that, I can use that. Kind of unlocks the rest of the chunk already. And then I'm going to, I think I will lamp my crafting up some more. I can train it through making molten glass from seaweed from baby implings and sand from earth implings, but the seaweed is a 1 out of 100 from baby implings, so it's actually like really slow. So I've only gotten 400 experience in all my catches. So just some lamps would really speed that up. Once I get to 20, it's free sailing from there off of uncuts from randoms. And I need to get 43. But that shouldn't be a problem. Just getting to 20 is the real problem. And then after lamping this to 20, which, like, I'm going to be in this chunk a long time, so I'll have a lot of time to lamp. And I think after that, I'll probably just lamp agility, hoping to get to 50 agility. I'd probably stop lamping at 50. Because then I can do the Falador rooftop if I get that chunk. Even though it is kind of a waste. It's kind of a waste because I could very well roll this chunk, and then I have a training method here at half an experience every traversal. But it would still be a training method. But, you know, getting higher agility helps me now, too, with all my rent. Can I get a garden pie? Yep, I have plenty from Young and Gourmet Implings. And can you buy gems from the shop and cut them? Not sure about that part. Let me take a look. I'm not sure this sells uncuts. Maybe it does. I don't think so. You can buy cuts. Well, here, let me, just for good measure, let's give it a hop. Alright, one more in a completely different spot. Hey, you can actually. Yeah, so there's like, once you get 20, there's no worry about crafting in the slightest. Even though I do need to get, let me see what I have for gems right now. So it's 50 experience each sapphire. I have 98, so that's like almost 5k experience right there. Yeah, so I'm not concerned about anything post 20. What world was I on? But it's good to know that they do actually sell uncuts there. So I was a little bit worried about about crafting, but no, if that sells uncuts, shouldn't be any problem. I mean, you know, in general, buying from gem stores is always a little bit like painful, but compared to the rest of the stuff in this chunk, it's not really anything. You play this game too much. Well, I remember I saw Bowser was using that shop. I just thought it was for the cut ones, but he must have been using the uncut. Watch videos a lot. Play a lot vicariously through other people. Some new trousers. Iron ore. Don't mind if I do. This song always makes me want to make a new account. Old school RuneScape music is a blast of nostalgia. Yeah, it really is. I love all these classics. What's the one that I always like? I do love Unknown Land. Oh no, what was the one I was thinking of? Autumn Voyage, maybe? Book of Spells? No. I always forget the name of the one that I like best. Isn't it Unknown? I thought it was Unknown Land, but it's not. Wander? That one's a good one. No. What's the one I'm thinking of? Nightfall? No. Oh, it's Miles Away. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. It's Long Way Home. Yeah, I love this one. What a banger. Sea Shanty too. Do you have the music set to the classic style? I think so. Okay. Music. Yeah, it's classic. I started on modern and I think I walked here on modern. No. I walked here on classic, but I did Tutorial Island on modern and came to Lumbridge on modern. There's a music for free. Hey David, welcome. How's the Cluelek? It's not going so great. Tonight we've just had one step, period. And it has been like 166 steps since we've had a doable one. And in the past like 320 steps, we've had one doable one. So we have been very unlucky with steps. But we're doing just fine on iron. So we are having success, just not the sexy success. So his stock is 1 sapphire, cut and uncut. He's a really bad gem trader. Restock time 4 hours. Jeez. I pretty much have to get that after server reset. Night Song from World of Warcraft is the best song. I don't think I've listened to any World of Warcraft. It's interesting because back in the day, I always thought that like World of Warcraft was like, and RuneScape players are like at war because it's like a similar product. But no, mine's the best. But now it seems like everyone that plays RuneScape at some point played World of Warcraft. But I never did. I was loyal to my game. Yeah, it's not great. It's not too bad, and we're having a good chance to train our range here, because it's hard to juggle at the same time as picking up all my stray arrows. It's just a lot of stuff to do. So that's why I switched back to range. But once I get a doable step, I'll have to switch back to melee. Round out my 90 defense, probably. Which I'm pretty darn close to 88. It's a shame. Shame I had to fumble. Change what I was doing. It's still botted. Jeez. Bots will do anything, won't they? Civilization 6 music is really good. Haven't seen any of that. I own Civ 5. I have played maybe 2 hours of it. I didn't grow up with it, but it was on sale on Steam, so I got it. But I mean, if you look at my play hours, it's pretty clear I only play one game. Made some sun tea this past week, loved it. That makes me happy. I just finished my glass of sun tea, and it makes me want more. I feel bad. I make sweet sun tea, and it feels really bad pouring the sugar in. But then you're like, you know, I only take 1 cup of this at a time. I'm not drinking all of that sugar. It is like I consume that much sugar over like 2 weeks or something. But it just feels real bad when you pour it. But it is good knowing that like the tea that I am drinking does not have any like high fructose corn syrup that's gonna make me omega huge, thick daddy, you know? Granted, sugar will kind of do that, but high fructose corn syrup is supposed to not be very great for you. Apparently it's like illegal to put that in food in Europe. That's what I was told. We Americans are like, who cares? My first Civilization game we started at 8 p.m. and then at 4 a.m. I wondered why I have not finished. Now you know why. That is a lot of time. Wondered why you hadn't finished. Yeah, man, not to get political, but not surprising US prioritizes cheaper / more profitable food over public health. Yeah, that's fair. You like using brown sugar? Now that's an interesting idea. Brown sugar. I've never thought of that. Maybe that means I'm racist, I don't know. I love brown sugar. I feel like that much brown sugar. I feel like you wouldn't need as much sugar if you had used brown sugar. Oh, you're out of regular. Still sounds pretty good though. Going for 70 range today, or will we finish the grind on a different day? Yeah, it'll probably end up being tomorrow, probably. For 70 range. I'll probably just have another half an hour or so tonight and then calling it. But it would be great if we could get a doable step. Well, if we got a doable step tonight, then I wouldn't get 70 range because I wouldn't want to have to keep dropping a clue and pick up all my loose arrows. The 70's so clean, I'd probably just get it anyway. It does make me wonder what would happen if, like, the US government just totally authoritarian was like, no companies can use high fructose corn syrup. What would happen? Like all these companies, they pretty much make money because of high fructose corn syrup. Would be interesting. Everything would be expensive again. More expensive. Would not help during a recession. With massive inflation, probably. 700k range XP is still a big goal? Yeah, that's true. I kind of haven't been checking up on my XP milestones. I was gonna do 5 every 5 mil, but then I end up like looking, I'm like, oh, I passed that 600k experience ago. But yeah, you're talking about range. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to that. Same as Europe, their economy isn't in the dumps over sugar. It would just be interesting because like Americans are so used to having high fructose corn syrup and everything that everything would not taste, it would taste too bitter for us or too normal. Just having normal, like, you know, just normal ingredients would be interesting. I wonder what it would look like. I wonder if you can get addicted to high fructose corn syrup. I don't know. Like, I bet a lot of products would not taste very good without high fructose corn syrup. Whatever country's still allowed, it would have to make it cheap too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Never seen Falador like this before. It is a very different Falador tonight. You can just kind of tell, can't you? The way it kind of sparkles. How's the kiddos? I know they're still young, but I'm sure they're growing a lot. Well, yeah, they've been pretty good. I mean, recently, we've been getting to a point where they're both just a little bit. They're not having great nights anymore. I'm not quite sure why. The oldest is in this phase where he really fights going to bed, and like we put him to bed, and then we walk out, and then for the next hour he's just coming out of his room saying he's not tired, and we have to go put him back in bed like 10 times till eventually he just is too tired to do it, and he just sleeps. And then in the morning, as soon as he realizes that he's awake, we have an alarm clock that tells him when he's allowed to get out of bed. But regardless of what it says, it turns green when he can get out. But regardless, he just gets out and he says, I'm up. Not tired. And so it makes for not much sleep for me or my wife. But they say that if that happens, it might be time to switch. Might be time to drop naps, which does not sound nice. Nap time is the best time. and then my younger daughter is, I don't know what she's going through. Maybe she's teething or something, but she's been waking up every couple hours and crying too for the past week. Just leaves my wife a little strung thin, you know. But I am a very deep sleeper, so most of this stuff doesn't impact me much, except that it impacts my wife, which therefore impacts me, because my wife is not happy. So like, yeah, that's kind of how the kids are going, but they're both little cuties, getting so big and strong. Yeah, it's normal for his age, he's pushing boundaries, yeah. As far as naps go, you got a lot of, you gotta let them choose their own naps. Well, yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, their bodies kind of tell them when they need to nap and if they need, and like, yeah. And at this age, sometimes kids start to drop their naps, which is unfortunate for the caretakers, but if they don't need a nap and it's impacting their bedtime, then it might be time. Are you holding back the vid until you finish some major milestone? Yeah, I'm holding out the video. I have loads of footage and I'm hoping that the next one isn't too long, but I really want to have a huge milestone. I mean, there's a lot in there already. Like, I finish all the drop tables. I get like 4 high wood cutting levels. You know, there's a lot in there, and it definitely is enough for a video. But I said that I was gonna get a medium casket, and I want to have the dedication displayed within the video that I do what I say I'm going to do, because that is a good precedent for this account. And like, people watching it, the main reason that they don't want, like, if they see someone that has outrageous goals, they don't want to see them back down, even if it's like not the goal. You know, like, you want to see that that person is dedicated and will do it. And so it's more of a character reflection that I want to have a casket in the next one to reflect my dedication of this series, you know. Don't want to just push out a video because I have enough content, you know. That's just how it is right now, which unfortunately doesn't benefit the viewers much, but I want to, similar to like how Swampletics once, or Settled wanted his series to be bingeable or whatever, where each video, there's so much time that goes into it. I want something similar where My channel is just a series of my progress on this account where I don't cut corners, you know. That's what I'm thinking right now. Portion sizes are huge differences too. Americans would riot over small portions instead of higher prices. Yeah, that's true too. I've kind of been trying to crack down on it myself. Like, I don't buy pop anymore from fast food places because I do not need it. I can get full off of water too. And it's not that I'm like large or trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to, like, you know, protect my body a little better because, you know, my kids kind of, I need to be around for my kids and my wife and stuff. So it's not only about me anymore, which a lot different than college, I'll tell you that. Your son was colic. Oh, yeah, that's very fun. Up until about 8 months, and sleep was not a real thing then. Very true. Now your son goes to bed whenever we lay him down. He sleeps 12 to 15 hours. Oh my word, that's a very long time. My oldest, he was kind of colicky too when he was very young. I don't know if he was having digestion problems or what, but anytime he was awake, he was fussing and crying. So it was unfun, especially for a first child where you're learning how to take care of another little human being and getting used to not being able to do things on your terms, you know. I'm sure you know. But yeah, he's also a very low sleep needs child where his naps for most of his life until he turned like 2 were like 30 minutes. 30-minute naps, which is like, you know, kind of like a sleep cycle or something. So, and now when he goes to bed, he sleeps probably 10 or 11 hours. Something like that. Which isn't too bad, but you know. But that makes my my daughter so nice. She like she'll just nap. She just sleeps forever. It's so easy to take care of her some days. She's just like, oh, you're getting fussy, you're ready for your nap. Go pull her down. She's just for like 3 hours. Then she gets up and she's so happy. It's great. Definitely try and get a teether for the daughter. She's probably teething. Yeah, the thing about babies is they just teeth for so stinking long. And it could be so many different things but I always just say it's teeth. First time watching you live, love the vids, fam. Thanks, Tyler. I'm glad you could catch me live. I know it's not great hours for hardly anybody, except maybe Pacific time, US. But yeah, I'm glad you could make it. Of course, you can always check out VODs on the channel if you want to, but yeah, good to have you. Unfortunately, we're gonna be ending really soon because it's getting pretty late over here. Got work in the morning. Growing pains, yeah, that's true. Getting big, and she is rather large, I will admit, for her age. She's a big, chubby baby. But that's how you want your babies. It's better to have them chubby because they have all the stuff. Holy smokes, Brennan. Thank you for the $19.99. Wow, that's a lot of support there. Here's a deposit for your cryptocurrency cash. Much love, got that. I shall catch you on Thursday. Get the kids a hot cocoa for yourself. Some bubble tea. Or yourself some bubble tea. I'll have to pitch that idea to the wife tomorrow. Thanks for the streams and always making my days bright. That's some very high praise, Brennan. I'm always glad to have you here. And thanks so much for all your support always. It's very appreciated. Yeah, I never know what to say. But I hope you can glean that I'm very thankful for your support. It's always nice to have a friendly face in here that I can always talk to. And it's always pretty easy to remember that you're from Hawaii, I'm not gonna lie. If it were like Arkansas, there would be like a 0% chance I'd remember that. But yep, if that means that you're headed off, of course, have a great rest of your evening and night. And I'll see you hopefully Thursday. Of course, it kind of depends on kids, but assuming that they go down fine, Thursday is the plan. So. Bro Grande, ranging now. Yes, we are currently ranging. We've been accumulating our arrows for pretty much the entire duration of the account, which is almost a year now, by the way. And using them now because I can better pick up the arrows when I don't have any clue scrolls I'm picking up and dropping. So this is a good chance to get some relaxed range done. And no real reason for it, like I don't need to get any higher level or it's not faster, it's just, I guess it's mostly for total level, for maze randoms, you know, just kind of cool too. Never seen this look at Falador. It looks way different here, doesn't it? Incredible. Hey Andrew, welcome. How are the grinds going? The grinds have been going pretty well. I mean, this grind is really an iron ore grind. But the other half of the iron ore grind is the clue scrolls, which are hopefully being accompanied with the iron. But you have not been lucky on the clue scroll side of that. In the last like 320 or so clues, we've gotten one doable step. And on Wednesday, we fumbled the last 3 doable steps we could do. So we are very dry, not getting lucky at all on medium steps. On doable medium steps. And it's a little bit unfortunate, because it would be nice to have an Addy Axe, but ultimately we'll do just fine without it. But I'm sort of putting the next video as hostage until I get a casket. So that's why the next video has been taking so gosh darn long. It's taken a long time to not fumble 3 to 5 clues. How many iron ore am I at? Yeah, and Love just asked the same thing. So I believe I'm at 500 something, like 515 maybe, something like that. Let me actually have a plugin that can tell me without having to go look. Iron. Oh, we're higher. 527. So we're at 527 out of 1236. Whatever that is, that's the percent. And that's at a rate of 1 out of every 128 for each iron ore. So my spreadsheet has the number there. Sheet. The spreadsheet has the I don't think the spreadsheet quite has all the iron, but it's pretty close. I know I updated it somewhat today. But that'll have all the percentage and numbers and estimated guards to go and stuff like that. Yeah, the iron ores for smithing, we have to get from 29 to 39 off of steel. And it takes that 1236 steel bars to get there. And then after 39, we can do gold to 49. We'll get the gold from Earth Implings passively. At least that's the hope. Why not lamp smithing to make the grind easier? I mean, it would save me some guard kills, but guard kills don't really harm me or put the account back very far. So one lamp would get me 290. Let me do some math here. 290 experience. Divide that by 17.5, I think. So that's like getting 16.5 iron ore. Which times that by 128. So that every lamp would save me a little, like 2,100 guard kills, which is quite a bit. It could be worth it, I suppose, but... The problem is I do want to lamp agility as well, which is what I've been doing since I finished construction and smithing and hunter. A lot of lamping on this account. Drop 8 irons for 42.0%. That would just be beautiful, wouldn't it? It is interesting though, because one lamp would save me, like, in theory, like an entire day of killing guards. Maybe I might consider doing that. I hadn't thought of that, honestly, but I might consider doing that after I get my casket. It would lower the amount of coal I need too, even though I expect to get all the coal passively. Wouldn't it save even more time if you just smelted the iron and gained like 11 levels? Well, the iron that I have is not enough to get me to where I need to go. I need 10 levels, and if I were to do just normal iron, I would not get nearly as much experience, so I'm planning on doing steel. Because the hard part is not to get is not the coal. Passively, over the amount of time it'll take to get 88 farming, all that coal should just kind of show up from implings and random events. The hard part's the iron, which comes from killing these guys, and a lot of these guys. Hey, we finally got a second clue scroll tonight. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Nope. Sounds like they're having a fun time over there, though. Party land. Yeah. Any updates that might make your grinds easier, or maybe milestones? I mean, that's kind of why I have my spreadsheet, so I can see the percentages. Because every time I add on 1 iron, it helps to see that reflected in the percent complete. Other milestones. I mean, you know, there's like total kills that I can kind of infer based off of some stuff. Like, unfortunately, because I do so many kills on mobile, RuneLight isn't a great way to track things. So here, let me see how many guards I've killed, just total on the account. I based that off of, wow, lag. I based that off of how many body talismans I have. Because I know I pick them all up, and I know that this is the only source I have for them. 3788. 3788 times 42.67. So in theory, I have killed about 161,633 guards on the account, which is a lot. That's a lot of darn guards. But you know, also like levels or milestones, like getting 70 range will be a big one. Not because it was hard, but just because it looks nice. Are you able to do the medium, or able to do medium Falador diaries, or have you done so already? Let me see. So I definitely can't do all of them. Falador. So I need to get a haircut. I can do that one in here. I've already done some of these. Yeah, I've teleported to Falador. I think that's it. Oh, and pickpocketed a Falador guard. Yep, and then the hard one that I've done is the Sardoman symbol 70 prayer. Doesn't that look nice? But yeah, then the other one I need to do is 3 magic roots at once when digging up your magic tree. Which is all possible within this chunk. So, we grind. So it's getting pretty late and I'm gonna have to head out pretty soon, but I usually give myself 5 guards at the end to see if we can get a lucky medium step before I head off. That'll be 1. Two, nothing. Hey Daniel, did you manage to complete that medium clue? Unfortunately not. It's just been taking so long to get doable steps, and in the meantime I briefly lost attention and lost my 3 steps. So, a little unfortunate, but it happens. Is this 4 or 3? I think this is 4. Maybe. Let me get that guy. If this guy takes it. Okay, we're good. Oh, yes, baby. Gold ore. I love gold ore. Yeah, I gotta think about the iron ore. That's what I really care about. Did it really take 2 to 3 months to get the clues? Yeah. Yeah, it takes a really long time to get them. Oh, didn't mean to click on them. I've pretty much, since the last video, been killing guards. Like, there was a brief time where I went and got all the drop tables done and got wood cutting up a bit. But most of it's been guards. And we're gonna keep working on it until we get a clue casket. Then we release the next video. So that's the plan right now. But okay, one sec here. Give me a crazy Fally fact that we don't know. Limpward style. Okay. Let me think. Is there one that I know? Limpward. So I talked about being able to sell back the I don't know if you remember it from my video, but I did mention that you can sell back the glasses here. Got this beer glass. Couple coins. Yeah. I think you can also continually use coins on them. And they will just be very grateful. What if I give it to this guy? Nothing. What's going on with this path thing? I just want to give her a coin. Thanks. And I think I can give it to the lady up here too. Tina. Thanks. Paying the help. So, with that very important information divulged, I'm gonna call it a night here. We got just 2 steps, and neither of them were good ones. But it was still fun hanging out with you guys. We got a range level, and I'll hope to be live Thursday, but we'll just see how life goes, you know. So, as always, you can catch the VODs on the YouTube channel. And until next time, bye-bye.